This gives me anxiety. I don't know why, but that just goes like really slowly, doesn't speed up enough, and then it just doesn't hit a high enough speed to make me feel satisfied, so it just makes me feel anxious at the end of it. I don't know why. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maximo, and I'm here checking out Ganbare Goemon 2, the English translation, because this game has a bit of a weird backstory to it, in the sense that a fan translator was working on it, never pulled out anything, never did anything for like a few years, and then another fan translator was like, okay, I'm just gonna take all the work that I did and I'm gonna start releasing all the SNES versions of this because, well, why not? And he did, and so I'm playing it. It's a really long and really annoying story, just because people were taking ages to actually get anything done, and that's kind of frustrating, but anyway. I decided to pick this up and finally play it because I've heard good things about it over the years, but I was always a little bit worried about the language barrier. You know, that's not a problem, so let's do it. So, we have 3 characters we can play. Goemon, Ibisumaru, or Sasuke. Goemon's the in-between. Ibisu is slow, fat, but he actually hits pretty hard. And Sasuke is quick and nimble, but doesn't take that much in the way of damage. I much prefer playing as Goemon, because I usually play the in-betweeners in these sorts of games. So I've been playing as him through the game's first 2 areas. We are now on Area 3. I think we're about halfway through it. And yeah, this is an action platformer that reminds me a little bit of Super Mario World, with the way that it does things like its stage layouts. So you can see that it's got a bit of a multiple exit thing going on. I managed to find Mechanical World down here entirely by myself. I don't know how, but I just kind of got lucky. We'll get back to that. We might as well go and actually play a stage before we dive into anything first. There's just one thing I will point out. I've got a save state that has me right here in front of this castle, which is the latest world, with full armor, health, and just some extra food for extra health at the end of it. I do believe this is kind of necessary, because as we all know, as soon as the camera turns on, I become a unbelievably incompetent idiot when it comes to things like games that are out back on the SNES era. Because that's just the way I go about things, idiotically. So, this is an action platformer along the lines of Castlevania, which is, you know, relevant because it's Konami. And it's very simple, actually. That's kind of like the one thing about the main gameplay that I don't exactly not get along with. It's just the game is a little bit simple in the grand scheme of things. And I'm not the biggest fan of it, but it works well enough for what it is and the mechanics are satisfying. So what are the mechanics? You move, you jump, you have a weapon you can throw. You do also have a sub-weapon that you can activate by pressing the shoulder buttons. The shoulder button weapon is always a ranged weapon. However, it costs money to use, and it also doesn't spawn any money from the enemies if you hit them with said ranged weapon. This can be kind of frustrating to deal with for multiple reasons, because, well, the only way you can get enemies to drop money is, of course, to hit them with a melee weapon. There's clearly another way through the stage, which I'm not aware of. I appreciate how they're just holding up the wall there with their hands. It's cute. I love the bunny soldiers in this. They're funny to me. I'm not entirely sure why, but I find them quite hilarious. But yes, those are basically all your mechanics. You do have vehicles that you can ride around in as well, and you never see them coming. I say this almost quite literally. You almost never... Well, sometimes you do. Sometimes you see them coming, but sometimes you don't. And it can be weird as hell. Because the one thing this game's got going for it is the fact that it's weird as hell. It's very clearly Japanese. Like, there's no denying that this game's Japanese when you look at it. Which is why I'm so surprised that this game actually came out in the West at all in the first place. Or at least the first game did. Because it's so unbelievably Japanese that, well, that's just kind of how it happened. It's so it actually did come over, but it's so Japanese that I'm really surprised that it did. So yes, this guy's a vehicle. You can ride around in him, swing down your sword, and for whatever bloody reason, that's just a thing. There's a few things that you blow the top off and hop in. They're also fun. Welcome, welcome my dear guests. You're a shadow puppeteer, huh? The show will last until Hell's Candle burns out. Oh dear. Cats. God, I hate cats. What's next? More birds. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this the easy way. I'm just gonna... I say I'm gonna stay the hell down and not let them hit me. There we go. Come on, burn out already. Yeah, the one thing this game's got going for it is just its overall level of silliness. It's got tons of weird crap in it that works to its advantage. Just due to the surprising amount of variety you get. And totally worth wasting my money on this, I gotta say. Holy shit, we got him. Oh, it seems the candle burned out. I've lost. Please, hit me as hard as you can. What? Okay. Also, just random bunny man. Oh no. Oh no. Does this mean what I think it means? Please tell me this means what yes. Yes, this means exactly what I think it means. So we won the stage, but the enemy got away. So now we get to engage in another one of this game's gameplay things. It's a giant robot, because of course it is. So let me just tell you the story of this game. You're hanging out on vacation after the events of the first Goemon game on the SNES. And the enemy from the first game shows up and says, hey, Japan's about to be invaded by bunny men from the west. You need to go finish them off. This is also in Edo period Japan. So, yeah, mechs. Because why not? So yeah, we're in a mech now, on an auto-scroller. And we get to just destroy everything. And it's even got... I'm playing on BizHawk's... oh shit. I'm playing on BizHawk's SNES core, which is... I think it's the compatibility core, but basically it's about the most accurate representation of a SNES game that you'll get. And it's even got the original slowdown, which I love. I love little touches like that. It's nice to know that I've even got the original slowdown like I had planned. It's actually very shit. Thankfully, you don't die immediately when you run off screen in this one, but you still want to save as much of that energy as possible because, well, watch this. Now it's a one-on-one mech fight. Did you enjoy the shadow puppets? I like to think that I did. Well, I missed that. No good start. Gotcha. Come on, how did that miss? Wow, I did some damage to him. That must have been what the bombs are on the left side. There we go, blocked. Yes, you literally just throw punches and shit at him. It's great. If I can actually, like, hit a punch. Will this top thing eventually die, or do I actually have to, like, deal damage to him in some other way? I'm about to run out of oil, unfortunately, which is not great. Okay, I took out the thing, but I'm about to die, which is not great. Well, that's unfortunate. Thankfully, that scrolling stage also counts as its own separate stage. And this boss fight is also its own stage. So just because we died, we just get to hop straight back in. So we do have to basically beat the crap out of the spinning top before we can actually do damage to the guy himself. You can also use your range attack here, but again, it also costs you money. I do appreciate how they say you're coming back for another beating. Don't just guard all the time. The enemy will gain the upper hand. Right, so yeah, I do have to basically fight back. That makes enough sense to me. That was an unfortunate miss. Really? That didn't hit? That really looked like it hit. Come on, give me a break. Seriously? Apparently I just can't hit it with my left hand. I can't say I know why, but... Well, I got one hit in before he killed me. Guess we get to give that another go. Still, it's freaking weird, man. To go from action platformer to running over everything with a mech to piloting a mech, and there's even more than this. And if I can actually get past this, we'll be able to go and take a look. What's he hit this time? Oh, lady. Check the radar if the enemy splits. Sure. Alright, so I've got to hit it with the right fist. There doesn't seem to be much of a choice in the matter. Well, I hit it, but I also got hit back. And this game just looks really impressive. Like, the effects they're pulling off here are great. Oh, there you break my top. Alright. You're not holding back? Well, neither am I. I'm gonna try and shoot you a little bit before you get too close. What? Ah, what a miss. So that's what she meant if the enemy splits. Check the radar. Oh, come on. Man, he's really kicking my ass, isn't he? Alright, I've bought myself a little bit extra health. Let's try this again. So apparently you punch those things out of the air? There we go. Should have gone back for the extra health all that time. You're a joke, mate. You're a gigantic bunny man.
Oh my god.
Kaboom. Anyway, as I was saying before I basically dropped in all my focus to beat the crap out of that robot, the gameplay variety is impressive. Oh look, cutscene. You've got everything from action platforming to piloting mechs in first person. And there's a bunch of other things around town as well. And after we go and do the Tale of the Secret in Oedo Castle, okay. Oh, we have a town we can wander around, perfect. So when you're not... Probably shouldn't have walked down there first things first, but when you're not wandering, when you're not doing the action stages, you can wander around towns. Thanks for the advice. And towns often have a few things to do, like there's a store to spend money at. Oh good, we can replenish our armor. And, well, we could pick up some food, but... Wow, we don't even have enough money to afford that. That sucks. And we don't even... Yeah, that's great. We have 0 money that can actually be spent here to replenish our items. So the items are pretty simple. Your helmets and your armor will protect you from hits to those particular areas. And you've also got food, which if your health runs out, it'll just be an automatic top-up. You can also wander around and find characters hiding in houses. They'll give you hints. So he just told me that one of the levels coming up later on is connected to a secret passage, which is interesting. Or it might have been an earlier level. I haven't been paying too much attention. Okay. What do you have to say? Have to go save her. Hero's work is never done, I suppose. Can I no, I can't jump off that. It'd be weird if I could. Oh look, a job! You just got a great job in for 150 Rio, sure. Because there are a ton of mini-games. There's a bonus if you clean 100 dirty spots. Guess what this is? Mode 7. Because why the hell not, huh? Wrong button. There we go. You get a limited amount of time to wander around and clean up as much as possible. And there's a bonus if you clean 100. This is all for making money, of course, which we can then go back and buy stuff with. I just need to jump, and then I need to jump again, and I'm okay. Probably should have gone to the right of that pit, because that would have given me extra time. There are tons of mini-games like this. There's one that reminds me of bloody Penguin Wars, where you have to throw balls at a demon on the other side of the table while he's trying to do the same to you and get the most hits. There's a weird little scrolling shooter section. There's a game where you're playing like a game of simultaneous concentration, where you have to remember what the cards are. And then, well, you know, pick up the pairs more than old mate did in order to win, basically. There's all sorts of weird little things going on inside these towns, and it's great. It's a really nice diversion from the action platform, which can get a bit dull, as I said before. It's a little bit, it's not the best in the amount of variety you get in the way you go through things like the stages and all that. But still, when you add on all this stuff on the outside, it all gets just that little bit better. So how much did I earn? I basically tripled my money. Fantastic. I sure did. Now we can go and get the armor. But first, we might as well see if there's anything else around here, because you do need to exit. That's a food shop. That gets you some of your health back, but it's often better to just go to an inn. Oh look! Another minigame. Your Shin Bazooka. If you beat me, you can make a lot of money. Sure, I'll try it out. Oh wait, this will probably be the, this is the devil minigame I was just talking about. Yes, yes it is! Get them before they get you. The current high score is 17 points. That would be my previous score. It's just these little minigames, like, why does he do a butt dance when he gets hit? I don't know. It's great though. And by the way, points are worth more in the last 10 seconds, and you can get hit with your own rebounding balls, and it does count against you. So I'd suggest being very careful. But yeah, just these... Wow. That sucked. Game just unlocked into losing points. Yeah, these little minigames are all great. Oh, wow. That worked against me. Bloody tryhard. I guess I don't get any money for that. Oh, I do! He actually gave me some money back. Wasn't everything that I spent, but... Oh, that's very nice of them. Usually you expect them to just screw you out of your money in games like this, but... Wait, what? I'm not going to complain against free money. Yes, you can attack the townspeople. Yes, they will attack you back. Yes, if you attack too many, you will get swarmed by guards until you run out of the town, or die. Probably don't want to die to the guards, though. So where does this take me? Takes me to a stage. Fair enough. We're just going to go buy some crap first. Because I'm not going into the next stage without having decent armor, since I can afford it. You can also play this game in co-op. I don't know how that'd work. Because it's kind of insane that the amount of platforming they'd have to fit on one screen, but still, it's just, it's neat that you can play it in two-player. What's this? Oh, it's a fortune teller. No, the last time I did this, you were very rude to me. Oh. That lady just gave me money. Oh, if we exit out this way, it'll take me to the other stage, won't it? Yes, it will. Alright. The former site of Oedo Castle. So yeah, it's got a lot of variety. It's got decent gameplay, not massively in depth, but something that I would absolutely call enjoyable. Let's just use the range attack for this one. Already lost most of my armor, which is not great. I hate those bloody horse heads, because you can't see them in the ground as you approach. Oh, hey. Oh. I don't like this. What have you done to me? You slowed me down. And I went straight off the edge. I do keep my items, but not in the state they were before I entered the level. Not great. Bloody horsehead dicks. Dicks that are also horseheads, not horsehead dicks. That would be very strange. There we go. Oh, come on, he respawned. Yeah, just look at the graphical detail on the backgrounds as well. The flowing riverbed, the giant towers, it's all very nice looking as well. And some of the soundtrack is, a lot of the time it's good, but sometimes it's great. There's this one level that really communicates like the sort of energy this series seems to have going on for its, oh no. There we go. Yeah, there are some tracks that really communicate the sense of energy this game's got going on, because, well, that's exactly what it has going on. Just all of this weird stuff. The weird little bloody demons that bang drums on their chests and throw out little dudes that can latch onto you. The fact that you literally beat up dudes in a giant robot. The fact that the entire enemy army is just guys in bunny costumes. Just this weird sense of just oddball energy this game's got. I adore it. It's doing an absolutely great job in endearing itself by just basically being batshit crazy, but not absolutely batshit crazy. To the point where I think to myself, you know, it's just a little bit too much. No, it's just the right amount of batshit crazy to be really enjoyable. We have to go to another town, but let's go play the other stage first. There's a full series of these games to go around? I mean, Jesus. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Oh, for God's sake. Oh, no. It's an auto-scroller. I gotta duck. Oh, they even changed the bloody jumping physics. That's great. Yeah, not even gonna let you... You're not gonna get a single thing onto this cart. Don't even try it. Almost had it by the end. What? Are those saw blades? Here come the floating fireheads again. These were annoying back on the stage with the dragon. Oh god. I'm just gonna hold duck and hope that Nope. Jesus. We'll give it one more shot, then we'll call this video to an end. Because there's not really that much else to see. There are some other neat things they got going on. Whoops. They've got some other neat things going on, like they have the, they have some random game characters hanging around places. Like, you've got bloody Simon Belmont from Castlevania just hanging out in the house. Same thing with, Rocket from Rocket Knight Adventures. At least I hope that's his name. I admit to not being familiar with Rocket Knight Adventures. Yeah, they just have random game characters hanging out in houses. They've just got all the secret exits and stuff as I was talking about earlier, so it's got a nice amount of variety. Generally, you save by going to ends and asking to write in the journal. So can I hit these? No, I can't. Oh well. What does the village have? Guys with ping pong paddles. There's a store, but I've got absolutely no money, so at least in the general sense of what they'll expect me to buy. How much things will cost. Right, one more level, whatever this is. Well, I get the rat car. This is interesting. Gotta be careful not to let it take too much damage, because if they gave it to me at the beginning of the stage, I almost guarantee I'm going to need it for something. Hang on. We'll swap cars. This one's undamaged. But yeah. I'm really enjoying Ganbare Goemon 2. It's a fun action platformer. The difficulty curve can be a little bit wobbly, but otherwise it feels right. It's got a lot of variety, which helps make up for the fact that the base gameplay is not exactly the most in-depth that I've ever played. Oh, why do I have a bad feeling about this? Get off my head. There we go. It looks and sounds great. It's one of the better looking games I've played on the SNES. Hang on, we got a mid-level checkpoint there. Let's try that one more time. It is one of the better looking games I've played on the SNES. It's got some great sprite work, especially when you start meeting like some of the bunnies. Like there's a couple of bunnies that bloody headbang, which I think is hilarious to attack because they've got massively long hair. It sounds good too. The soundtrack is enjoyable. And it's absolutely crazy in that way that only Japan can really be. And I'm enjoying it a lot. It's a ton of fun. I don't have much else to say other than that. And we've been here for, well, it's going to be about 30 minutes for you guys, but, well, yeah. I'm still enjoying the absolute hell out of it. And I would happily recommend it if you've never played it before, if you can get your hands on it somehow. This has been Blue Maxima. That's my mouse cursor. I will see you all next time.